Today we're going to be giving you the inside story on a world-class family holiday destination that boasts year-round sunshine and a huge variety of things to do. So sit back, fasten your seatbelts, we're off to Dubai. Welcome to Travel Talk. I'm Vicky Letch. Now, what sort of image does the mention of Dubai conjure up for you? Is it the modern, fast-growing city, the family-friendly resorts, or perhaps the luxury hospitality? Or do you think of those desert safaris? Well, the possibilities are indeed endless, and it's closer to the UK than you might think, just a 7-hour flight away. Joining me to share their first-hand experience of this Emirate is travel expert Simon Calder and Ian Scott from Dubai Tourism. Welcome to you both. Thank you very much for joining. I like how Simon's nodding away. Yes, yes, I agree with everything you're saying. So this is what's coming up on the show today. How to get there and what to do once you are there. Hours of fun for the whole family, and of course all your questions will be answered here live. So don't forget, this is a live show, so if you have any questions or comments for Simon or Ian, please use the box on your screen and click send. And if you are tweeting whilst watching the show, just use the hashtag StudioTalk and we'll try and give you a mention. So Ian, let's kick off with you. When did Dubai emerge as this leading holiday destination? Give us some background information.
Yeah, I mean, the last 10 years, I think it really came onto the map. But if we rewind a little bit, for maybe 30, 40 years ago, oil was discovered in the late 60s, and prior to that it was a trading village. You know, people were diving for pearls and that's how they made money, sending ships to India and beyond. But then we found oil and that changed pretty much everything. However, I think the interesting thing with Dubai is that oil is pretty limited. It's not like some of our neighbouring emirates, and so we, as an emirate, the ruling family, identified tourism as one of the key for the future growth of the economy for Dubai. Tourism was pivotal, and today tourism is about 30% of the economy in Dubai. Oil is less than 5%, so it just puts it into perspective.
Yeah,
so tourism,
it really does.
Over the last 5-10 years has gone crazy actually in Dubai. Yeah. And
Dubai Tourism has commissioned some research. What did you find out?
Well, what we've done is we've spoken to about 1,000 children, because we know that families come to Dubai, but we wanted to just investigate a little bit deeper what children want from a holiday. And clearly they influence the choice of destination. Yes. I think all parents know that. But what we found, which is quite interesting, is children want more from their holidays. You know, the day of sandcastles and just a beach and just a swimming pool, I think those days are sort of dwindling away, and the children are saying we want a bit more adventure, we want some excitement, we want deeper experiences, and that might be culture, that might be a bit of action adventure, but you know, sun and sea and sand is still very important, but kids want more than that these days.
Yes, I totally agree. I agree with you there. Now, Simon, you've been, because you've been everywhere. What first attracted you to going to Dubai in the first place?
I think it was probably a lot of people in this position. It was a possible stopover, so I thought, well, why not? And in fact, the first time I stayed there, it was only for 24 hours, but it completely opened my eyes. And the great thing is, that was nearly 20 years ago, so before you were born. And yet, I've been back there pretty much most years since then. And the core of the city, what I really love, the souks, the wonderful Bastakia quarter, this ancient kind of merchant settlement, still very much the same. Yeah. But of course, beyond it, the city has gone absolutely wild. And it's, I think, the way that you're getting an increasing number of dimensions, man-made as well as the great natural appeal, of course, and I did this the very first time I went there, going out to the desert. So, yeah, from all points of view, many, many dimensions, which is the key, I think, to a good family holiday.
Yes, absolutely. Truly something for everyone. But before we discuss this in any more detail, let's have a look at Dubai in action. can't deny its beauty. It looks absolutely fantastic. But Ian, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm sure there are some people that would still say 3,400 miles is a little bit too far. So how long does it take to get there, and how easy is it for us to get flights from regional airports as well as London?
Yeah. The flight time is about 7 hours, 6.5, 7 hours. But, you know, it's very short time difference when you get there, so there's a little jet lag. In terms of accessibility, we have about 19 direct flights a day right now, 40 with Emirates, but you've also got British Airways, you've got Virgin Atlantic and Royal Brunei. Most of those from London, but we do also have Manchester, Glasgow, Birmingham, Newcastle. So absolutely, from an accessibility perspective, it's from all over the UK.
Yeah, and I think 7 hours these days is nothing.
Absolutely.
I think it's quite relaxing.
Even with kids, it's fine.
Yeah, I agree. And what about, where am I staying, Simon? What can I choose from?
Everything from really good quality budget hotels, and that's really a fascinating way that that's developing. Of course, to the 7-star Burj Al Arab, this beautiful sail-shaped symbol of Dubai, which is marvellous, and the amount of building is phenomenal. The great thing is, from a competition point of view, Ian was just talking about the many different competing airlines. That keeps airfares low, and the competition between the hotels keeps hotel rates low and standards very high indeed. So really, whatever price bracket you want to choose, you are absolutely guaranteed excellent quality.
Fantastic, thank you. What a meaty part one of the show. I enjoyed that, that was great. Stay where you are though, because in part two, we're going to be having a look at all the family fun you can have in Dubai. Hello, if you've just joined us, we are live and interactive, so if you have any questions for our guests on anything related to Dubai at all, please use the box on the screen, and then in part three we'll answer as many as we possibly can. Now, Simon, do you think it's a common misconception with these up and coming places, these growing destinations, that you could lack on the cultural front? What can we expect from Dubai on that level?
Whatever you want, you can find it there, and that's the great thing. I think on the cultural front, it is a really good opportunity to kind of open a window, particularly for children. My daughters are aged 7 and 10, and that is just marvellous, because you can, for example, take them to a mosque, not just any mosque, the Jumeirah Mosque, the biggest in Dubai, where they have properly organised absolutely fascinating tours, which will show you what the various rituals associated with worship, and also explain an awful lot more and answer some misconceptions about Islam. On top of that, of course, you've got the Sheikh Mohammed Centre for Cultural Understanding in the Bastakia Quarter. That's a really good place. You can even go for a cultural breakfast, which is a lovely way to tune into what's going on. And there's great museums which show how, for instance, of course, pretty much everywhere indoors is air conditioned now in Dubai, but they've got these wind towers where they show, well, this is natural air conditioning, so huge amounts. But frankly, if all you want is fun, if you want to go skiing, if you want to go to marvellous water parks, if you want to go to an aquarium, you can do that as well.